Hey, welcome to my channel. It's Fordham back, and I'm doing a bit of a video today just to cover off some assist modes on my wheels and try to show you the different way that InMotion and LEAPERKIM are doing this assist mode. I'll take the V13 and I'll take the Lynx just down to a local court, and I'll just do some back and forwards and get some shots. We'll try to do some slow-mo stuff and just sort of see what the wheel's doing, how it's performing. I haven't rolled too much on this new firmware for the LEAPERKIM, but I've rolled quite a bit with the InMotion assist modes, so I kind of know how that feels. But it's been a while anyway since I've been on the V13, so that'll be fun. It's a really nice day, and it's really good to be back on the wheel without a sling on. So I've had some time off while I fixed my broken arm, and it's just about good. We don't want to have any cutouts or falls, so still testing this new firmware on the LEAPERKIM, and yeah, so far for me it's been okay, but I'm always a little bit wary when you're running some new firmware anyway. So if you've got a bit of time and you want to have a look at these assist modes, come over with me and we'll just get straight into it. I guess today I'll just run through a few different percentages, you know, turn the assist modes off and then run them at 0% and 50% and 75% and then up to 100 kind of thing, and just capture footage of each wheel and hopefully compare the two, and maybe it shows us something anyway. Cool, thanks for coming over to my channel today anyway while we have a look. So yeah, I've come to a good place here at this netball court and I've got it to myself, which is really good. So to make sure you've got the assist mode on your Lynx, so you want to make sure that you're updated to the latest firmware. So you want to turn on your wheel, get your smartphone and just jump into the little settings up the top right, the little cog there, and you're just looking for firmware update. You need to rest your wheel back on the stand and then power the wheel up and then check for upgrade. It'll basically do a search and tell you if you're up to date. So I'm currently on the latest, which is 005.0.11, and this is the mode that gives you your assist modes. And then once you've got that upgraded, you can then access the assist mode here on the Lynx. So the Veteran and LEAPERKIM wheels are different. You can't access the assist mode via the app. You need to come up to the wheel and then you first of all hold down the OK button, which is the lower left button. And once you hold that down for about 3 seconds, it'll start to flash. Use the top left button just to cycle through different settings, which you should be familiar with, and if you're not, you should go and read your manual. So once you familiarize yourself with the settings, you want to go all the way through until you just see the charge. It says CHG, and then the next screen is the assist mode. So then you'll see Thor Ra on the screen, and that's your assist mode. So I'm just leaning in, I'm just going backwards and forwards with the camera just by my side, and hopefully we can have a look. And that'll show me how the wheel's performing, and it's basically just staying really firm and really still in place. Like, it feels like there's no angle at all on the pedals. They just feel really hard to press, and the wheel's not tilting at all when I lean forward. It's just staying upright, really firm sort of roll. So it feels really good in the hard mode. I don't mind that. You know, when I first started it, it's really hard on your feet and you might find that it causes a bit more pain. The thing with harder pedals is it's more responsive, but you might get a bit more fatigue in your feet. But for those, once you've really built up those muscles, it's a really good way to roll because the wheel's just, you're pushing that power straight into the wheel. I'll just do one more run here. This is, as I said, on no assist modes at 100% hardness. So I'll just do that again with some slow motion. And I'm leaning in pretty hard and the wheel's just staying upright. My shins are back there. Anyway, maybe you can see that in that footage. I'll just change settings now and I'll step it up to perhaps, 25%. Okay, so this is the LEAPERKIM Lynx on 25% assist mode with 100% pedal hardness. Again, I've just got that camera in the same position, so I can run this next to the 0% and we can have a little look at no assist versus the assist modes. So what I think I'm starting to feel now is just the pedal is tipping slightly, but it feels like a really slow seesaw action. And you know, it's really kind of not noticeable, but then it is, you know, like, so I guess off the mark it doesn't really lean right in too hard, and then as you pick up that speed, it's kind of a little bit like you're rolling downhill, I guess is the feel. But that's the wheel doing that, you know, the actual wheel itself is angling and tilting for you. You're not doing anything. The pedals still feel really hard and firm, but the body of the wheel itself is what's tilting over. Okay, so it's not too noticeable, but it's kind of nice just to have a little bit of background assistance. It's really a personal preference. Some people really hate these assist modes, and some people, you know, really don't mind them. Okay, so I've got that slow motion camera rolling now, and we can maybe see the wheel tilting a little easier. I'll lean right in. We'll just get some footage of that at 25%. Okay, so I've bumped things up to 50% now on the assist mode, so everything's still set at 100% hardness. Okay, so let's take a look at the 50% assist mode here. You know, I think it'll be really good to look back at this footage because I can feel the difference, but because it's gradual each time, you can't really notice, you know, until you're at speed, and then all of a sudden you realize, hang on, I'm leaning really far forwards and I need to kind of pull it back now. So yeah, the way that feels, you know, it's sort of, you know what's happening, but it sort of catches you all of a sudden. You're really leaned over. You know, I like it, I don't mind it, and it really is just a mix of dialing in your different settings between your pedal hardness, how soft you want your pedals, and how much assist, you know. And I think it's kind of going to be about your, you know, 75-80% softness in your pedals, and maybe around your, you know, 30 to 50% assist mode. Could be really, really nice, but each to their own. And what a cool way. It actually really does make quite a big difference to the fatigue levels you're putting on yourself. Okay, so yeah, you can definitely feel it. I think 25% at a time is a really good way for you to just quickly check what feels you like. Yeah, you know, you don't really need to bother going all the way through it, because I think you get enough difference between just your 25% mode and your 50% mode. And I'll just take it up to 75% mode today. Then I'll do 100, then I'll shoot back home, get the V13 and come back in the exact same spot. So hopefully I can overlay the footage right next to each other, and we can have a look at how InMotion and how LEAPERKIM, you know, run their assist modes in the same percentage values, and just see how the wheels compare by putting the footage next to each other. For some reason I've lost some of my digits here on the LCD screen. I don't know, sometimes you see these glitches and the C from my charge has gone. So what I'll do, I'll just cycle the wheel back down. You know, if I see something buggy, I just prefer to turn it on and off again, see if it corrects. Okay, so I've bumped that assist mode up to 75% now. That's 75% I'm rolling at now. I haven't got the room in this court, I don't think, to really find the full lean angle that it's going to get to, because it's so slow and gradual with the LEAPERKIM. You know, I still feel it's kind of still tilting as I'm getting up towards the end of this run, but I don't think it goes much further than what I'm getting today. You know, I'll be interested. I think it is allowing me to get a bit more speed up my sleeve on these runs. You know, I think I was just feeling it then. I'm getting a few more wobbles towards the end of my run. I think it's allowing me to get up to speed just a little bit quicker running these assist modes. And I guess that makes sense because the wheel is helping you lean in. And, you know, that's where you're going to find a benefit, I think, to set it up for your race modes. Get that extra pep off the step, you know. It's still manageable at 75%. Okay, so I'm just going to finish up this roll here with the LEAPERKIM at 100% assist mode. And that means we've just sort of captured some footage at 0%, 25%, 50%, 75% and 100%. And each are usable, you know. I wouldn't really complain if I just got delivered a wheel. It kind of just feels like you're on someone else's wheel, you know. Each time it's just a slight difference that you just need to get used to, and you can easily adapt to your style. So it's worth having a play with. I think it's really worth using for different times. You know, if I was going to be in a bit of a race, I'd probably dial up a bit of assist mode. And if I was just on a long cruise or sitting down, I would probably use a bit of assist. But it's also really nice to turn it all off and just sort of feel connected to the wheel as well. So just different vibes for different days. But really, really cool to be able to do that. I think it's such a cool thing. I still I think because you're so connected to the wheel, I find these settings, you're so noticeable. You're definitely much more zippy at 100%. You can feel it. It's just, yeah, I'm going faster and it feels just a bit more agile. I'm not sure what angle the wheel's getting to, but I've got to give myself a bit more room to pull up. So yeah, I'm definitely hitting the speeds a lot sooner. But I did just notice at 100%, if I just go charging straight ahead and then brake and stop quickly, you see the wheel tilts back and then you can sort of see it come back forwards to level out again. I guess a good way to see that mechanism, I'll just charge down here again and then a heavy brake and I'll pull up, which is leap the wheel right back, and then yeah, you see how long it takes to just balance back out. Okay, so we're back on the V13 to go and test out the assist modes with the InMotion wheel. So the V13, it's a bigger wheel, and the assists will make a difference. Definitely helps me. I usually roll with the assists on. I've turned them all off. I think, yeah, what I'm looking to see is the InMotion assists. It sort of works a little bit faster. It feels a lot more dynamic, you know. As you lean, the wheel is quicker to respond with that assist mode. You've also got, like, I guess LEAPERKIM have treated it just like one assist mode, which, well, we saw it operates on braking and acceleration, whereas InMotion you've got the choice of a brake assist or acceleration assist. So yeah, the InMotion assists feel like they're doing the job a lot quicker and maybe a little bit more dramatically. You know, you definitely notice it. I think it feels a lot more like a seesaw just floating backwards and forwards. I think like they both kind of get that seesaw action. They both feel like a seesaw. One just feels like a little bit more weighted seesaw, takes a little bit more time to balance back out, whereas, you know, the InMotion stuff is really quick to respond, and it balances out a lot quicker. And hopefully the footage will show that. I think it's also important just to make sure that when you're adjusting the settings that you actually hear the tone from your wheel, or if you've got it on silent, make sure that you see the screen say succeed, because you might have seen there it actually said failed when you're adjusting the settings. So you just need to make sure that it does say succeed and you hear the tone from your wheel, or else the settings may not have changed. So just be aware of that as well. Still love the sound of that V13, hey. This tyre just on the netball court, it just sounds like a TIE fighter. So, you know, I start to really like this assist mode at about 50%. It just starts to really help you move this big wheel around. This is the one wheel that I learned to use assist modes a lot, because it really just helps on a 50 kilo wheel, which I love to roll around on. Such a stable platform, but you do want a bit of that help sometimes. You know, and when you're sitting as well with this, it really helps to have a bit of assist on. So I can feel that a lot more at 50% than I could 25%. It's a really, really good adjustment here, I think. And you start to go above this, it gets a bit ridiculous, but yeah, still usable for sure. I like to roll with about 75% assist on my V13. Hopefully this has shown you at least today. The biggest differences, I think, are how you access the assist modes, you know, whether you're using the app or the wheel with the InMotion, or you do just need to find it buried in that THORA menu in the wheel. You know, at 75%, which I'm running now, I think you can see the wheel reacting a lot quicker. It's a lot floatier than LEAPERKIM was at 75%. So I think those lower numbers with the InMotion, you know, they're not really, I think those lower percentages with the InMotion are really kind of on par with the LEAPERKIM stuff. But once you get up to the 50% and then 75%, I'm noticing a lot more rocking action on this wheel now. But it is a good float, you know, I like it, but it's more reactive than the LEAPERKIM, for sure. Should be able to see it anyway, looking at the footage. We can see the way that they tilt and the different speeds they take to sort of do their thing. But you've got to remember, this has also got a separate brake assist, which is possibly a better setup, because, you know, the one thing I didn't like with the, it's not that I didn't like it with the Lynx, it's, you know, one thing I was noticing with the LEAPERKIM on the Lynx today, once you dial that acceleration assist right up, it just takes a little bit more time for it to come back to the midway before you start braking, if you know what I mean. It's got to level out before you reach that place where you can start pulling up. And I guess that's what InMotion have thought about by implementing a brake assist and an acceleration assist. So you could easily just set your acceleration assist at 25%, but your brake assist up at 75% to really help you pull up in a hurry. And that's I guess possibly a little better, I think, you know, than just having one on or off. Anyway, you let me know what you think in the comments. Okay, so now I'm just testing 100%. We've made it to the end. Anyway, if you've made it to the end of the video, thanks. Thanks for coming along. It took a long time to go and do this one today, so please give it a like, subscribe if you got something from it. I'll get back out as soon as I can. You know, I've been having a tough time behind the camera. My mum's just got cancer and it's really aggressive and it's really beating me up. My body's taken a bit of a beating. I've got an autoimmune condition, so yeah, please, you know, yeah, so send me some luck my way. It's been a bit of a hectic time behind the camera. Here's moving forward, not back. Anyway, I'll get back out and onto some new wheels really soon. I just wanted to shout out to the affiliates that are keeping my channel rolling. PidZoom were amazing. They got my channel going today. I found it so easy to just use the PidZoom charger. I pulled the V13 out and then the tyre pressure management system was all ready to go, and my wheel just fired up 38 PSI. So I've got to say, PidZoom made this roll a lot easier, being able to use their charger to get the wheel charged up, and then the tyre pressure management system. I haven't used the wheel for a while. It was great to be able to use that and just double check my settings before I rolled. So thanks, PidZoom. Discount codes in the description if you want any of the kit that you've seen in this video. If you need any wheels, please go check out eRiders. They're doing a lot of pre-orders at the moment and my discount codes are available there. And Grizzler pads, I've got some new pads arriving soon that I'll stick on the Lynx, and I'll do a bit of an update about that. So yeah, a bit to keep me busy anyway. I don't know if Bago would have an assist mode. let us know in the comments. Yeah, I've got to get back onto a Begode wheel. Hey, I hope you're enjoying yourself, whichever way you roll, assisted, not assisted, if you're beginning or yeah, just still kicking along. Good for you, good on you. You know, all my wheels are still doing really well. It was good to get out on both my wheels today anyway, so I had fun. I hope you had fun, and I hope you got something from the video. Thanks for all the support to my channel. Thanks for supporting EUC and all my affiliates. I'll see you next time for another video. Bye for now.